Today, we're going to explore a single, really powerful verse from the Bhagavad Gita. It draws a very clear line between who you think you are and who you truly are.
Just let that sink in for a moment. Everything you are terrified of losing was never actually you to begin with. This idea is at the very core of so much of our anxiety. We spend almost our entire lives protecting and identifying with this physical form, right? We look in the mirror and we think, yep, that's me. But the verse we're about to look at offers a completely radical alternative.
So this is it, verse 2.18 from the Bhagavad Gita. And notice, it's not just some philosophical statement to ponder. It's a direct instruction, and it's built on a fundamental truth. So, what is that truth?
Well, the verse presents this really clear duality. It basically splits our existence into two totally distinct parts. And to really get the power of this verse, we have to understand these two components first. Okay, so the first part is dehash, which means the body. This is the part we all know pretty well, right? It's the physical, tangible form that we can see and touch and measure. But then there's the second part, sharirina. This literally means the dweller in the body, or the possessor of the body. And the text is very clear, this dweller, that is the true self. It's like the silent observer using the body as a vehicle. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The verse doesn't just name these two parts, it defines them by their completely opposite qualities. This is where the core insight really is. First up, the body. Its defining attribute is entavantah. This means having an end. It is perishable. It is finite. The verse just states this as its fundamental, unchanging nature.
Now, in direct contrast to that, the first attribute of the self, the dweller, is nityasya, eternal, always existing, no beginning and no end. So while the vehicle is temporary, its occupant is completely timeless.
But it goes even further. The self is also anashna, indestructible. Now, this isn't just about living forever. It means it literally cannot be harmed or diminished or destroyed in any way.
And finally, maybe the most profound quality of all, apameyasya, immeasurable. This means the self is completely beyond the grasp of our senses. You can't weigh it, you can't see it, you can't quantify it. It exists outside the rules of the physical world.
So when you lay it all out like this, the separation is crystal clear. On one side, you have the body. It's finite, it's perishable, and it's measurable. And on the other, you have the self, eternal, indestructible, and immeasurable. They are defined as fundamentally completely different things. But see, this isn't just some interesting piece of philosophy to talk about. The verse actually uses this knowledge to build a logical argument, one that leads directly to a command. So here's the first premise, stated as a simple, cold, hard fact. The body you inhabit is temporary. It has an end. You do not. So the verse connects these two facts with a single, incredibly powerful word, tasmat, therefore. Now, this isn't a suggestion or a nice piece of advice. It's presented as the only logical conclusion you can possibly draw from the two truths that came before it.
Therefore, act, yudyasva. Now, in the context of the Gita, this means fight, but more broadly, it means do your duty. Engage with life. Act, without being paralyzed by the fear of what might happen to your physical body. Because if the real you can't be harmed, then the fear of physical destruction is based on a completely false idea. And so, this ancient wisdom, this whole line of reasoning, it all leads to one simple, piercing question for us right here and right now.
If you are not the body, what are you protecting?